Elise Baughman. I'm the voice of Pan on Dragon Ball GT and the voice of Momichi's mother on Fruits Basket. And I am with Kent Williams.
The voice of the Supreme Kai on Dragon Ball Super and Elder Kai. Welcome to another episode of Anime Adventures.
To talk to you. We're at Dallas Comic Show, and man, we have a lot of characters to talk about. We have a lot of shows in common.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we kind of talked a little bit before, and we realized how many shows in common. And of course, look at all these characters. We've got I made him put his nice little banner behind us.
Look.
Oh, look.
There's more.
Wait, there's more. It's like an infomercial.
It's a scroller. I know.
So let's talk Dragon Ball, because there's
yeah.
Dragon Ball Z, there's Dragon Ball Super.
Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball everything.
Dragon Ball GT. Oh, Dragon Ball everything.
Infinity.
Dragon Ball Infinity. That's the next series that comes up after Super. Dragon Ball Infinity.
I'm going to write that down just in case that's true.
Just in case I'm, predicting the future. So let's hear, I find this fascinating that you have characters that talk to one another.
On screen all the time. I talk to myself. It's just like normal.
It's just like normal. It's like real life, imitating art. So let's hear your characters talk.
Well, the Supreme Kai was the first Pan to come out. So happy to meet Goku. And then Elder Kai popped out of the Z sword. So happy to get both of those guys. Had no idea that I was going to be spending all these years talking to myself.
Really?
Literally, yeah.
Literally.
Now when
I
was going to say, now when I record, I record one character at a time because it's just too much flipping back and forth. But then I get to go back and record playing off another actor. It just happens to be me.
Yourself. Have you ever, I figured you had separate sessions, but have you ever had one session where you're one character and another session the same day?
Oh yeah, always. Back to back.
Back to back. Okay.
And I generally record Supreme first, and then go right to Elder.
Any reason?
I think that the Supreme Kai is easier on my voice, and Elder Kai can get a little crazy with all his hee-hees and ha-has, his little old man laughs. He's a little more challenging, I guess you could say.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I save him for last.
Oh, that's so interesting. I love that you talk to yourself.
It sounds suspicious. It does. I know. It sounds like I need therapy.
It does. It sounds like you need therapy. Okay, so let's talk. What other Dragon Ball characters do you have?
Oh my goodness. My first character was Android 20. Dr. Giro, right here.
Okay, right here. Love that. And
Ultimate bad guy. Was very sad when during one of the episodes, one of the recording sessions, Chuck Huber's character, Android 17, steps on my head and crushes me. So I thought that was the end of my Funimation everything, and of course that was just the very beginning.
Just the beginning.
Oh yeah. Thank goodness. And then in Dragon Ball, it was Mercenary Tao, also known as Pai Pai Tao.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yes. So many characters.
So I looked at it.
And do they all, what's that?
He's also,
like? Let's hear
he's a villain. He has more of that sneer to him. I'm afraid it's time for you to die, Goku.
I love all the little quirks of your voices. That's so great.
I'll tell you what, that was it was quite a workout working on that show.
Really?
And you remember back in the day, before
do.
it was on QuickTime, when we were using the reel-to-reel and the paper scripts, and how just one recording session could last 4 hours, when now it's very condensed.
What's your longest session been recently? Like
Recently,
2 hours?
I'm going to say I usually don't do more than 4. But yeah, 4 hours, a 4-hour session.
Yeah.
Mine's are between 2 and 4, mainly.
Okay, yeah.
But no more the days when it was an 8-hour recording day. No. Oh, no.
So let's talk about some other shows we have in common. I know I got crazy and said another character today. I usually just talk about Pan, but I have done other characters. I was on Fruits Basket with you.
Yeah.
You won't regret it.
You really want to sit there and ask me such a question? Then I'll tell you.
Yes, what's your character?
I am Hatori Soma. We used to pronounce his Hatori.
Yeah.
But now we're very particular about how we pronounce. So Hatori Soma is my character. I'm Year of the Dragon. I'm the family doctor. And I absolutely adore this character. I'm so happy that I get to play him in the reboot. And that there's even more.
And there's more. I know. Well, so in the original, I played Rika, and we said Momi.
Momiji.
Yes. Well, now
As opposed to Momiji.
we said
it's
Momiji.
Mhm.
Yes, and now we say Momiji.
But
so
with
in
a German accent.
Oh.
Yeah.
yeah, I was telling him. So now in the reboot, I still play Momiji's mother with a German accent,
Yeah.
which is really hard. Yeah.
I believe you.
Yes. So I'll save that for the booth. Yeah. But yeah, so, and you said this was actually, he's one of your favorite characters.
He's one of my favorite characters,
Yeah.
and that's because I'm also like Hatori. I'm Year of the Dragon.
Okay.
Yep. So that
Yeah.
just happened to luck out. So I like that synchronicity, but also because in the first run, my son,
Your
who
real
was at the
son.
time my real son, my
Real
actual
son,
son in real
yes.
life, played young Kyo, Jerry Jewell's character. The last 2 episodes of the original series, and
So
I say the
cool.
last 2. I think it was actually a different set of episodes, but super proud.
Wow.
Super proud. He's almost 30 now, so it's a very different sounding voice, so he couldn't quite reprise that role.
Oh, really? But you said he's not voice acting now?
No. Very into science and still schooling
Okay.
out in California.
Wow.
Go at him.
Go at him.
Go at 'em.
Shout out. But that's really cool. That's a special moment that you had that you were
yeah.
on the same show.
I love that.
Yeah.
Now, there's not many of us voice actors that can say that.
No, a couple though. Linda Young, I've talked
That's
with
true,
her. Yeah.
but she had a grown son by that time.
Well, that's true.
Now, Adam was one of the preteens,
Oh.
so Adam came on the same time as Aaron Dismuke did, who was
Okay.
still, of
Oh,
course,
yes.
part of Funimation's
Of
everything.
course. Interesting. Such great stories.
Right.
Okay, what else? Oh, here we go.
My Hero Academia, I'm so proud of this guy, Mr. Compress. Love him. Love that I also survived one of my most recent episodes.
Oh.
I sweated that.
Really?
I mean, you know what it's like when you go into the booth and then you don't know if your character's just
I know,
gonna
like,
meet their end.
and you made it.
Thanks for coming.
See ya.
No, sign the paper.
You're out.
I know.
Yeah. And has that been so much fun?
This has been tremendous fun, and
Can
I
we
look
hear
forward to more.
Mr.
Yes, and the great thing about him, no mouth flaps.
That would make your job a lot easier.
It does
I bet
make it a lot
I bet your
easier.
session is
And
way
Mr.
faster.
Compress is a little more flamboyant.
Ooh,
Yes, and he made me think of a
fantastic.
little magician, of course, when Colin Clinkenbeard is directing you.
Yes.
You follow every instruction she gives.
She's fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that voice. Okay, and let's see. Let's do another one. Grab another print.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Good old Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yes, we were both on that one too.
I know.
Yes.
So I narrated the show.
Yes.
But then I also played the Blue Ogre. Chew. That guy right there, Mr. Cohen, sir. Little did we know that later toward the end of the whole series, he's revealed as Jorge Saotome, the narrator.
The narrator.
Yeah.
Isn't that
And then I also played Sue, the Australian fighter.
Oh, you've got the accents down.
Hey,
You
that's
must
how
have-
I got the part.
Isn't it? You know, I think some people just have an ear for that, and they are just gifted when it comes to
I was
doing...
dialect captain in college.
Oh, you were?
Yeah.
Dialect
Not
captain?
self-appointed. That was
I
my
gonna say,
professor that
like
appointed
of your dorm, or...
So I was the guy everybody came to when they were having trouble
Really?
with their accents, their dialect. Mhm.
And is that something you were always just good at, or did you study that? Or
I remember
how did
my
you-
parents saying that I was very mimical as a child. Did I just
that
make up a
I
word?
think you did. I like that word, though.
And I will own that word. Mimical. I'm not going to spell it right now for you.
I'm
Okay.
going to
But given to
contact
mimicry,
them.
mimicking others
Yes.
and voice, but not to be obnoxious or funny, but just accidentally falling into their cadence and their voice patterns. I've always been fascinated by language. I find other languages kind of facile, even if I don't understand the conjugation.
Yes.
I love the expression. I love how German feels and sounds in the mouth. I've got Russian, people speak Russian in my family, so it feels very differently in the mouth.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay, see, I think some people are just good at that. That's really fascinating.
I hope so. More work, more
Yes,
work, more work, more work.
Will work.
That's right.
Yes, okay, and others, let's grab, yes.
Oh,
Ooh, I like
yes.
this one.
Father. Now, of course, he was also the demon in the flask in Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, but that voice was under a filter. So I can't quite get that really high-pitched voice.
Yeah.
Well, I almost kind of did right
You
there a little
almost
bit.
kind of did.
Just
Well,
don't
talk
quite
about
have the evil.
filters, because, it's interesting hearing from voice actors whose voices were changed a little bit and who, when your voice is just your natural voice.
Yes. But, our voices age. Not that I'm any older than when I started.
Of course not.
But there was actually in Dragon Ball, there was one of the little mini characters, one of the small little bits, you know how those come up. And his character was named Turbo. It was looked like a little baby, but it was an android. I'm gonna see if can I try?
Yeah, try. Let's experiment.
Look, Daddy, I can fix it myself.
I had not made that sound in probably over a decade.
That was fantastic.
That was hilarious that came out of me.
That was
it doesn't
really
match
good.
up, I hope.
Well, we'll see. Gosh, I wish I could
Face to
find that
voice.
clip.
You did it, Papa. You fixed it. Congratulations.
I still can't believe, I mean, I've always been fascinated by animation and anime, and so I still am like, I can't believe I get to do this.
I remember growing up in rural North Texas watching Speed Racer, because to me that was the first, I guess, real anime. But I remember in that show, characters died. In no other program that I watched as a child did characters die. Were they killed accidentally? I remember asking about that. What is this?
Yeah.
What's happening here? Why aren't we upset about this? And then watch more. But little did I know that I was going to grow up, and actually get to do that very thing that I was, like you, enamored of as a child and wanted to become a part of.
Yeah, well, I had no idea I could even become part of it, actually. I just was fascinated by it. And then when I heard about... Surprise, yeah. I mean, I majored in accounting. I definitely didn't...
What?
Yeah, I definitely didn't think I was
that's
gonna do
that's
this.
quite a change.
It's
That's
a
not
big
supposed to
change.
happen.
No, it's not. Sounds like, what my parents said. This is not supposed to happen.
Oh, I was warned away, absolutely.
Really?
Oh yeah, this is the thing you may not do.
Really?
And that's the thing that I did.
What did you think you were going to do?
Well, I was supposed to go to medical school, or I was going to go theology.
Really?
I decided to become an actor.
Okay, medical school theology. Acting is definitely, not in that line.
What a
of
compromise, right?
study.
It makes so much sense.
Totally. Kind of, yes. As much sense as accounting. Wow. So how did you end up here then?
Growing up watching shows, being turned on, I had never seen plays or anything like that. Where I grew up when in Cooper, Texas, it was the
Cooper?
rodeo. Cooper.
Cooper. Okay.
Not Cooper. It's spelled
Not
Cooper, but it's Cooper.
It's Cooper. Okay.
If you're from it.
Okay.
There was the rodeo or the rodeo.
Oh, okay. That's good.
So I chose neither.
Okay. you
So
did
I'd
do
be
the rodeo.
across the road in the park
Uh-huh.
with my loose leaf notebook paper, making costumes for the play that none of my friends would be cast in. I know, it was so sad. So I had to wait till I was older.
So you were writing plays?
Yeah, making plays when I was a little kid, but I didn't know what I was doing. I hadn't ever seen one. I think I was just acting from television.
Really?
Yeah, so it kind of in a way, I was already on the track.
Yeah. Wow, as a young little boy.
And I used to do a ton of stage, that's the way I went right
Oh,
out
you
of
did?
college.
Okay.
I went right to Dallas Children's Theater. It
yes.
wasn't prestigious at the time,
And
which
now
it is
it
now.
is, very,
you weren't
yes.
reviewed, but you got paid. And as a young starving actor, that made all the difference to me.
And well, that had to be exciting. Like
It
I'm
was
doing
exciting.
theater, I'm getting paid.
Yes, and I was approved. See, Mom and Dad? Check that.
What?
Uh-huh.
Like,
But that's true, in that,
yeah. Wow, that's exciting. Okay, well, speaking of the things we love, we have one more over here that I definitely want to talk. I'm going to reach over.
Yeah.
Not use my southern manners.
Oh, no.
You said this is another one of your
That's
favorite
her favorite characters. Mao.
Mal.
Sorry to interrupt.
Oh,
Say
my
goodbye.
We have a video bomb right here.
Video bomb.
We're heading out.
Oh, bye.
Good seeing you
Bye.
again,
So glad you got to see me. That was a Dragon Ball bomb.
That was a Dragon Ball bomb. Dragon Bomb.
Dragon Bombs.
Oh, another. He's
Here's
coined
your new
another
thing.
term.
Okay, I'm gonna write it down.
Mimical and Dragon Bomb.
okay.
I like both
Dragon
of
Bomb.
those.
But this is Mao, and in the season 1, he's a cat. In
Yeah.
season 2, he's Momonga, a Japanese flying squirrel. I almost said a momiji. And I love him because he had just such kind of a straight voice like that. I'm a contractor. Yeah, I'm a cat. So what?
So what? That's awesome. I love that. Well, such great characters, so much fun. I can't believe your path that took you here.
I
of all
can't believe it
places.
either. I can't believe it either. We're so grateful that right here, I didn't have to leave Texas.
Yes.
Texas used to be a place to be from. And now we're becoming the destination.
That's Texas, the destination. You've coined something else. Sounds like a bumper sticker. Boom.
Or a t-shirt.
Or a t-shirt. Something.
What can you sell?
What?
Merch.
Merch. It's all about the merch. At your next convention, I expect to have a t-shirt like Texas.
Hey.
We're the destination.
You think you're kidding?
Oh, okay.
Destination state.
Well,
That's right.
I want to cut then.
I'll remember you, Elise Baughman. I will
Okay.
absolutely in Anime Adventures.
Remember me. Remember us.
For future Anime Adventures.
Okay, for future.
Yes.
Okay, good. Well, this has been fun. Do
This
you
has
have
been
any
super fun.
parting words? Like
Oh my
words
goodness.
of wisdom?
Oh, words of
from
wisdom.
all of your characters.
Words of
and,
wisdom. It's like
Like,
yeah, it's like
I
so
put
many
him
of
on
the.
spot.
Oh, Elise. Oh my goodness, I don't know
Tell
what to
me,
say.
well, here, instead of words of wisdom, I want to hear like one of your favorite moments, a moment where you thought, where you did go, oh my goodness, I'm getting to do this after picturing doing this as a child, like doing some type of theater.
When it really resonated
Yeah.
was sitting in the studio while my son was recording. I mean, you have a
Really?
child, so you
Yes.
understand what that can be like. I mean, that felt like a rival.
That kind of gives me chills.
Ah,
Like,
good, 'cause it just did me too.
Oh, okay. That was a great moment to end on. I love that.
Oh, good.
Well, thank you so much. Let's say bye in a character voice. Who are we going to do?
Let's see.
Ooh, the pressure.
I know the pressure. There's so
many.
So many
Yes,
represented. The Sid, the zombie teacher, Akisame,
Gira from Ruby.
Ooh, I like that one. I'm gonna imitate you. Okay, so goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye. We'll see you next time.
On Anime Adventures.
Yes.